Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray, and we are here to jump into episode 4 of The Secret of Us. So, last episode we had, the continued pursuit of Earn, or rather of Lada by Earn. And for whatever reason, she chose to try and pursue her without clearing up the truth first. And she also is like choosing the most juvenile, childish way to approach this. So for what we could talk about it all day, but it was ridiculous. So she decided to eat some banana, even though she knows she's allergic to it, in order to force an anaphylactic shock in the hospital, and I guess prove that Lada still cared about her. But, everybody was pissed about it. We also saw some of the aftermath of the breakup with Lada back in whatever country they were in 2 years ago. I still don't know where they were studying. But whatever country they were in, that's what we saw. And we saw Dr. Tan, helping her just, after she was utterly destroyed by the breakup. Like, just a really cruel breakup. That's why I'm like, girl, the first thing you need to be doing is apologizing to her, because you literally hurt her so bad. Like, regardless of whether or not you tell her the full truth about what was going on with her mother, the very least you could do is, be sensitive to what she wants and what she needs in her life. And like, I don't know, just I have a lot of things that I feel about the way Earn is approaching this. But, where would the drama be if we didn't have a bunch of people making decisions that were a little bit selfish and very much, human. All right, let's jump into the next episode. A mess. All right, he's going to tell his girl.
ใจที่ยายดารานั่นมีคู่จิ้นสักทีจะได้เลิกยุ่งกับยายดาของเราไง
I mean,
แค้นแทนเพื่อนว่างั้น
หรือแกไม่แคร์
I understand what she's saying, but I'm
ฉัน
also
ไม่แค้
like,
นอยู่แก
why would
ฉั
that
นจำได้ไม่ลื
change
ม
how
นะ
she
ว่า
feels in
ดา
real
เปรียบ
life
เสีย
if
คนว่าเด็กผู้ห
she
ญิงคนนั้นนะ
งั้นก็ถือว่านี่เป็นข่าวดี
has a fake
ที่เด็กนั่นมี
relationship
แฟน
with
กัน
her
ซะได้ก็ดี
co-star?
ไม่งั้นนะเพื่อนเราก็มูฟออนเป็นวงกลมไม่ยอมไปไหนสักที
Seriously, her outfits are so good. She's like always looking so fresh and
พี่ของน้อง
just
เอิญอย่างนี้นะ เธอสองคนน้องอิงกับน้องเอิญก็จะกลายเป็นคู่จิ้นคู่ใหม่แล้วล่ะสิ
who is doing this?
เฮ้ย
And why does it matter?
ฮัลโหลพี่อิงฟ้าคะพี่อิงฟ้าอยู่ไหนอะคะหนูขอนะคะ
แต่น้องเอิญเพิ่งออกมาจากโรงพยาบาลนะคะ
เอิญแค่อยากจะไปจอยกับพี่อิงฟ้าเฉยๆอะค่ะ เอิญจะไม่ดื่มเหล้าเลยค่ะ แล้วก็เอิญจะดูแลตัวเองด้วยนะคะ พี่ซูซี่นะคะ เอิญสัญญาค่ะเนอะ
No, it's about to be a whole fucking production at this bar. Like, trust your instincts, Susie. Instincts, Susie. Jesus, that was a tongue twister for me for some reason.
รักพี่ซูซี่ที่สุดเลยงั้นเอิญขอตัวไปเปลี่ยนชุดอะไรอย่างงี้กันนะคะไปค่ะพี่ซูซี่แล้วเจอกันนะคะ
About to be a whole fucking mess.
อารมณ์ไหนล่ะคะคุณหมอ ถึงมานั่งเงียบๆคนเดียวแบบนี้
None of your business?
ตอนนี้น่าจะไม่เงียบแล้วมั้งค่ะ
Since somebody's yapping.
พอดีน้องเอิญกำลังตามมานะคะ ก็เลยแวะมาบอกเผื่อคุณหมออยากจะรู้
แมนฮัตตันแก้ว
ได้ครับคุณนะ
โอ้เบาๆหน่อยแม่ โอ้ย
ครับครับตันครับ
เนี่ยมาจิบนะ
Toasting with a shot. All right. She already 3 in. We don't even know if she had more before that.
จิบไง โอ้ย
No, she's trying to get crunk.
แก
เอาใหม่อีก
โอ้ยระดาเดี๋ยวแกใจเย็นก่อน กินอะไรขนาด
That's
นี้
12 shots,
เยอะไป
girl.
แกโอ้โหระดาแกไม่ไหวหรอก พอแล้วระดา เยอะเกิน
All right. Do what you gotta do, girl. But
โอ้ย
we already know that she used to be an alcoholic
พอแล้วแก
2 years
โอ้
ago.
โหระดาไม่พอแล้วไม่ต้อง
Quite frankly. I mean, she kind of still is, I guess, if this is the result. Like, she kind of still is an alcoholic, but.
ฉันว่าฉันไปเข้าห้องน้ำก่อนดีกว่าแก
มาคนเดียวเหรอคะ
I am now. She gonna say one of those? She's like, you looking like my next bad idea.
แล้วเห็นว่ามากี่คนละคะ
เห็นว่ามาคนเดียวค่ะ
ตายแล้ว
Meanwhile, her best friend is gonna come back like, where the hell is she?
สักครู่นะครับ
He's gonna be like, I walked away for like a second.
8,500
ใช่ครับ
Yeah, she been drinking for a while.
อ่ะเพื่อนผมไปไหนอะครับ
คุณหมอปะคะ
ครับ
ไปแล้วค่ะ
ไปไหนครับ
ไปกับน้ำเอิญค่ะ แต่ไม่ต้องห่วงนะคะ เดี๋ยวน้ำเอิญดูแลให้ค่ะ
ตรงนั้นน่าห่วงสุดเลยครับ ครับ
จ่าย8,500ก่อนค่ะ
อ๋อ ครับ
You know that's right. Y'all better settle up your bill yourself. Hilarious. I can't believe she picked him up. That was funny. That was funny as hell. Yeah. Don't kiss drunk people, please.
พี่หมอ
It's not good.
พี่หมอเมามากแล้วอะ
Don't let them kiss you. Same difference. She thinks she's dreaming. You're not dreaming, honey. But this is also a bad idea. Again, don't let drunk people kiss you, because it's not good. Especially when you know that you're on like really bad terms with somebody and that if they were sober they would not be doing this. It's kind of icky. All right. Well, that happened. Let's see what the morning brings. Yeah, girl, that happened. love waking up with a full face of makeup. The way I would have just kept walking. I guess you can come outside naked if you want to. Peace.
จะรีบไปไหนคะ
I'm leaving. I gotta go to work.
จะกลับแล้วลีกหลีกทาง
Thanks for at least one consensual kiss in that, because I would have been feeling real weird. Like, I need them to actually talk about their actual issue, though.
Good morning ตอนไหน
4 ปีที่แล้วค่ะ ตอนที่เอิญอยู่ต่างประเทศ
4 years ago.
ที่เธอเคยบอกว่ามีแฟน
Does she mean? Ooh, sorry.
Nah, dude.
Sorry, madam.
Come on,
Sorry,
man.
madam. Whatever. So when she says 4 years ago, does she mean that 4 years ago is when they started dating, and then 2 years ago is when they broke up, so they were dating for 2 years, or was I misunderstanding the 2 years earlier? It must be 4 years ago they were dating for 2 years, and then 2 years ago they broke up.
อยู่ต่างประเทศ
It's gotta be
อ้า
that.
ว ที่เธอเคยบอกว่ามีแฟน หมายถึงพี่หมอฟาลดาเหรอ
พี่หมอเขายังโกรธเอิญอยู่เลย
โกรธแต่เย่ๆมันเราโกรธกันแล้วนี่นะ
I
พี่หมอเขา
mean,
อาจจะทำเพราะว่าเมาเฉยๆก็ได้ค่ะพี่ซูซี่
that's exactly
โอ้
why.
ยทำไมชีวิตเธอซับซ้อนขนาดนี้เนี่ย แล้วยังไง อิงฟ้าของฉันก็ต้องนกละสิ
โอ้ยไม่นกหรอกค่ะพี่ซูซี่ ระหว่างเอิญกับพี่อิงฟ้าไม่มีอะไรเลยจริงๆ
Yeah, but
ค่ะ
you're not drawing clear
No,
lines
no,
with
no,
her.
no.
Pause. Stop. Right? That's true for you, but she's very clearly and openly pursuing you romantically. And you know that about her. So you need to now draw some boundaries there. Because you didn't, at the opportunity that you had earlier in the season, was it last episode or the episode before? Whatever. Last episode. So because you didn't draw those boundaries there, now she's even deeper in. She's out here like, you know why she called you and told you about the doctor. You know why does she keep stepping to the doctor whenever they meet. Like, you need to draw a clear boundary there and just be like, listen, I understand that you're pursuing me, but I'm not interested in you. I'm in love with somebody else. And I'm trying to make that happen, make that work. You know?
แต่พี่อิงฟ้าเขาอาจจะมีค่ะ
Right?
ยั
Like
งไง
you're
ก็
just
ไม่มี
stringing
ค่ะ
her
พี่ซูซี่
along.
เอิญรับรองได้
Just tell her that. Okay, so she did tell her that in the bathroom. Okay.
เอิญจะว่ายังไงคะ
I'm thankful for that then.
ความงี่เง่าของเอิญเองนะคะ
อย่างนี้นี่เอง แล้วยังไงคะ
So what is she doing all of this to help
น้องเอิญอยากได้
her
เขาคืนหรือเปล่า
get back with Lada by making her
Yeah,
Lada
sure.
jealous or whatever? Yeah. Okay. At least we know that. Thankfully. Thankfully she did that
อัน
much.
นี้เนาะแล้วก็ใช่
เป็นไงบ้าง เรียบร้อยปะแล้วละตีไปไหนอะ
Alright.
ละตี
Stay.
ส่งบล็อกก่อนลูก เร็ว
know she needs to get fucking serious about this job. This is the second show that I've watched recently in which there's an actor or actress who is not taking this seriously, wasting everybody's time on this set. I need y'all to be serious.
เบาๆเนาะ
เอาเบาก่อนนะ
ฉันก็บอกแล้วไงว่าฉันไม่ได้เกี่ยวอะไรด้วย
ตอแหลบท
The line reading.
ตอแหล
คนอย่างเธอมันร้ายจะตาย
คนอย่างเธอมันร้าย
Every single line. I'm sorry. We shooting her in the next episode and we replacing her with a new recruit. What the fuck? Like, I'm sorry. You are not going to show up to this set and be like this. No. No. We are shooting your character. Your character is dying in this hospital, coding on the table, and then we are replacing you with another actor.
ว่าฉันตามเธอไม่ทันเหรอ
โอเค หลังจากนั้นเอิญหันหลังไปเสร็จปุ๊บแล้วตีคว้าไหล่คว้าเบาๆนะ พอคว้าเสร็จปุ๊บตบเลยนะ แต่ว่าตบแบบห่างๆนะ เดี๋ยวพี่ใช้มุมกล้องช่วยโอเคปะห่าง
ได้ค่ะ
ๆ มาล
No,
อง
she's
ลองให้พี่ดู
gonna
หน่อย
slap her for real.
4 3 2 action
Because she's an ass.
ฉันก็บอกแล้วไงว่าฉันไม่ได้เกี่ยวอะไรด้วย ตอแหล คนอย่างเธอมันร้ายจะตาย
เฮ้ย
อุ้ย
Like, really hit her in the
Check me out.
face.
คือฉันไม่ได้ตั้งใจอ่ะ กับระยะมัน
เธอตรงใจตบจริงใช่ไหมละตี
เปล่านะคะพี่อิงฟ้า ค่ะ
เอิญหันหลังเสร็จปุ๊บเดินไปแล้วก็เดินไปเลยไปเริ่มถ่ายเลย
โอเคครับทุกคนพร้อมครับ
Just rude and, like, I'm sorry. Like, that would be cause for. Like, on top of all the other shit that she's doing on this set, that would be cause for dismissal, in my opinion. I'm calling my lawyer and we drawing up papers.
ค่ะ พร้อมหรือยังคะ พร้อมแล้วค่ะ
She don't even know how to do her fucking job. Just a bunch of petty ass. Like, I cannot.
คนรัตตี
And now this is happening. After she slapped her in the face today,
มารับหมอ
some
ไปทาน
bullshit.
ข้าวเหรอคะ
ใช่ค่ะ
ดีเลยค่ะ พอดีหมอมีร้านอาหารอร่อย
Totally inappropriate to be
Yeah,
doing this
but
with your
let me
patient, by the
be
way.
sure.
Just a lot of things happening right now that's kind of icky and distasteful. Not a single person in frame right now is being an adult.
ชอบสิคะ จะไม่ชอบได้ยังไง คุณหมอเป็นคนชวนทั้งทีม
จริงๆ หุ่นรัตตีตอนเนี้ยกำลังดีเลยนะคะ ต่อให้อ้วนกว่านี้ก็ยังน่ารัก
ขอบคุณค่ะ
She is very cute. I mean, not her personality, but I mean, you know, the actress
ผัด
is
วุ้น
very
เส้น
cute.
ร้านนี้เขาอร่อยนะคะ
I do not
เดี๋
disagree.
ยวพี่ตักให้ค่ะ
เดี๋ยวเอิญกินเองก็ได้นะคะ ไม่เป็นไรค่ะ เดี๋ยวพี่ป้อน
See, she knows that
How
she's
am I
just doing this because of
เขา
them.
ก็อร่อย
So
นะคะ
a mess.
ตรงนี้ดีกว่าค่ะ เพื่อสุขอนามัย
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Couldn't. She's losing this round, by the way. If we're keeping score, she's
กับ
taking this
ข้าวร้าน
L.
เธอน่าจะชอบ อร่อยนะคะ
Honestly,
จริง
she
ด้วย
would
ค่ะ
have
อร่อยทุกอย่างเลย
been better off just ignoring their asses, but she can't, so. Meanwhile, she's over here actually in love with Lada and is feeling led on. Like I said, she's an unprofessional at work, and she absolutely needs to get taken down a peg there. But she also legitimately is into Lada, so now it's about to be a whole fucking
วันนี้
mess.
อิ่มมากเลยอะไม่คิดว่าคุณหมอฟ้าระดา จะเอาใจเก่งขนาดนี้ ก็น่าจะเดาได้ไม่ยากทำไมอิจฉาหรือไง แต่ก็นะ คนอย่างเธอมันก็คงทำได้แค่นี้แหละ เพราะคนระดับคุณหมอ
I
คงไม่
mean,
มองคุณตลาด
she was just eating her out last night, so I'm just saying. Like, listen, I have problems with the way that Earn is approaching this, but this whole conversation is so empty because she knows that last night she was literally sitting on her face. So it's like it's very empty threats happening here.
คงไม่มองคุณตลาดล่างอย่างเธอหรอก
น้อง
Hey,
เอิญ
what's up,
น่ารัก
girl?
ดีนะคะ
Was she about to eat a grape with a
ต้อง
fork?
การอะไร ฉั
Just
นก็แค่
eat
ถา
the
มความเห็น
grape.
คุณหมอนะคะ ว่าคุณหมอคิดยังไง
I thought when she picked up the fork
Lisa.
that it was like actually like a
ได้ข่าว
cake or
ว่า
a dessert
น้องเอิญ
underneath
ได้
the
เป็นพรี
fruit,
เซนเตอ
but
ร์โรงพ
no.
ยาบาลคุณหมอด้วยนี่คะ
เธอแกล้งตบฉันที่กองนะคิดว่าฉันดูไม่ออกหรือไงว่าเธอตรงใจอ่ะ ฉันก็ไม่อยากให้คนที่กองเขาเสียเวลา ดีมันก็จะได้รู้ไปเลยว่าฉันเกลียดเธอ เกลียดมากด้วย
Why though? Because I feel like she hated her even before she learned that she was interested in Lada. These two are such a mess. They're making a whole mess of this fucking restaurant's bathroom.
นี่ไง
Some poor minimum wage worker's gonna have to clean this shit up.
ทำไมเปียกขนาดนี้อ่ะ
Looking a fucking mess.
ยังตีอีกแล้วใช่ไหม พี่ว่าพี่ต้องจัดการแล้วล่ะ
ไม่เป็นไรหรอกค่ะพี่อิงฟ้า ไม่อยากมีเรื่อง
ก็พี่นึกถึงหน้าคนที่พี่แกล้ง ก็เลยอดขำไม่ได้นะคะ
พี่อิงฟ้าแกล้งพี่หมอแรงไปหรือเปล่า
โอ้ย คุณหมอ
I
เขา
mean,
ไม่
y'all
เก็บ
been
หนักหรอก
overdoing it from the moment y'all
เขา
stepped to
ใช้
each
สม
other
อง
at
ไป
the
กับ
counter
การ
of the
รักษาคน
coffee
ไข้
shop.
แล้ว
Like, what are we
เขา
talking
ไม่
about
ทัน
here?
คนแบบเราหรอก แบบเนี้ยนะ พี่ถึงต้องขยี้ให้หนัก ถึงจะได้รู้ตัวสักทีไง
Who is?
แล้วยังไง คนที่ทำให้น้องเอิญเปียกเนี่ย ให้พี่จัดหนักเลยไหม
ชำระเรียบร้อยแล้วค่ะ
ใครจ่ายคะ
คุณอิงฟ้าจ่ายค่ะฝากบอกคุณลูกค้าว่าขอเลี้ยงค่ะ
She is good at this, though. Ingpa, she's good at pissing people off,
ฉันลืมมือถือ
but with a goal.
ฮะลืมมือถือ
Girl, that was so obvious.
อืมอ่ะ นี่ไง มือถือฉัน
I need her to get serious.
พี่หมอ
She could have at least said earring or something. I don't know. Nobody would believe that you as a doctor could spend an entire day without your cell phone. Come on. These two have another show coming out, right? I think I saw a trailer or something. I mentioned it because I think they make I mentioned it because I'm interested in their next show as well. Okay. Let's talk about this episode. I have thoughts. I'm not gonna reiterate necessarily too much what I said last episode about the way that Earn is approaching this attempt to get back Lada's attention and love, etc., etc. I think that she's approaching it in like the worst way possible. And it still kind of remains in this episode where we're not talking about the fucking elephant in the room, which is what happened 2 years ago when you broke her heart and clearing up the truth of that. She is walking around under the impression that you just dumped her for no fucking reason. Okay? In a cruel and unusual way, by the way. And you're coming back with absolutely no explanation, no apology, nothing. Just expecting to get back with her without actually having to go through any of the work to make up for what you did. And that's my biggest issue with everything that is happening right now. Now, obviously, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad story, because some people make fucking bad decisions. We know this. I don't think it's out of character for Earn to do this or anything like that. It's not necessarily taking me out of the story. I'm just saying that if I'm in this story, I'm pissed at Earn for not doing the work to actually make up with Lada and just expecting Lada to just fall back into a relationship with her. That's my problem. And this episode kind of just continues in that vein, and we're just like using manipulation and lies to further this relationship. And it's like, that was your issue 2 years ago, is that you lied to her. You lied to her, and you were working, or I don't want to say working because it was extortion, but still, you were keeping something from her. You had something going on with her mother behind her back, and she's walking around with the impression that you just broke up with her for no fucking reason, or because you fell in love with a man. Whatever she thinks, it's the wrong idea. She doesn't even know that her mother is working against her. She doesn't even know that her mother is, I mean, as far as we know, she doesn't know that her mother knew about her having a girlfriend, is homophobic, and is doing all this shit to her, having known that she actually actively ruined her life 2 years ago. Lada is walking around without any of that knowledge, because nobody in her life who claims to care for her is actually being honest with her about what is going on with her family situation. You know? And that's my problem. Like, that's my problem with this whole thing. And I need them to sit down and actually have the genuine conversation. I know that right now they can't do that. I know why Lada can't have that conversation, because she was so devastated by what happened 2 years ago that she literally became an alcoholic. Like, that was how badly that breakup hit her. And we got kind of a rehash of that, by the way. And so, like, I understand Lada's position, but if I'm Earn, I'm telling her the truth, and then you gotta accept whatever happens after that, whatever decision she makes after that. I'm just saying, that's my issue. That's my issue. But you know, I understand that we're kind of putting the cart before the horse here, and we're basically going to try and rekindle the old feelings first, using kind of the attraction that they have for each other, the clear attraction that they still have for each other. They look great together. The kisses are great. They're like obviously they have chemistry. I don't have a problem with that. So we're trying to, like, you know, rekindle that relationship by rekindling the sexual relationship. I get it. And we're doing that first. So that you can then hopefully work on the emotional side of things, and reveal the full truth of what happened. But it's just like, I think maybe if she had had one moment of like sitting down with Lada and said, I want to explain to you exactly what happened 2 years ago, and be honest with you. And Lada had said, no, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. If we had had that conversation, I think I would feel less upset about the way Earn is approaching this, because then it would say Earn tried to actually approach her with honesty, you know? And because Lada wasn't ready for that, she rejected it. So Earn changed tactics. But it's never been like that. She started off this pursuit now completely trying to ignore what the bad shit that she did 2 years ago. And that's I think that's also one of my issues, is that she didn't even try, and then had Lada reject that and then change tactics to seducing her. No, you know. So But, you know, it is what it is. So, like I said, they have good chemistry. It's good drama. Like, I'm not disengaged from the story in any way. Listen, you'll know when I'm not interested in the story. So I do like the show, you know, and everything like that, and I like them together. And I'm getting, you know, some good drama out of this. But like, if I'm in the story, this is my problem with the way Earn is approaching it, which is that it's a very childish way to approach this. But, you know, this whole episode was super fucking petty and childish. Like, all 4 of them. Not a single adult among them, because what in the world was all of this? Like, and then it kept going from the coffee shop or whatever, the coffee counter or whatever, to this restaurant, like, just petty all the way through. And let's talk about Miss Thang, because what in the world is going on with your girl, like, just being an asshole on set? Like, I need her to lose her job by the end of this series. I don't care about the jealousy and all that stuff. I just need her to no longer be employed. Because why is she wasting everybody's time? Why is she using a set moment, a filmed moment, as an excuse to literally assault someone? Because slapping somebody in the middle of that, and you intentionally doing that, not as a mistake, a genuine mistake while filming, but you intentionally did that because you know that you can just cover it up by saying, oh no, it was a mistake during filming. Like, no, that's messed up. And I need her to lose her job over this, frankly. Like, the more she does shit like that, I just need her to get fired. That's all I'm saying about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So, yeah. Anyway. I am a bit short on time today, so I don't have time to talk too much, but I am enjoying the show. Me ranting is not a sign that I'm not enjoying the show. It just means that I'm, you know, in the zone with the characters. So if I'm emotionally invested in a show, then I'm usually, I usually am feeling things about what the characters are saying or doing or feeling. So that's how you know I'm engaged. Anyway, I will probably jump into the next couple of episodes next week, but I have started this week. I will start releasing this on my Patreon. By the time you're seeing this on YouTube, I will be much further ahead on Patreon. Hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully, I don't end up, you know, having to skip any days or weeks or anything like that. But so if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to go over there to Patreon if you want full length or if you want early access to episodes. I'm also simultaneously releasing the Loyal Pin. So if you're interested in the Loyal Pin, that will also be up on my Patreon ahead of the YouTube releases, so you can watch ahead there. I also have some other stuff over on Patreon. I've got Chaser Game W, first season Chaser Game W. Second season, I believe, is releasing later this month, so I will be checking out that once that comes around. I'm releasing my personal weatherman. My stand-in finished up. Will finish up in the next couple of weeks, and then I will be releasing on YouTube Pit Babe, but Pit Babe is much further ahead on Patreon as well. I have a number of things planned. We're here at the end of the year, so going into next year, I have a bunch of stuff that I really want to do. I don't have time for everything, but I'm trying my best. Like I said, it's just me, so it takes a while for me to edit stuff and things like that, and I'm going quite fast. Actually, I need to slow down, really. But I also, you know, really have a lot of stuff that I want to watch with you guys on this channel, so we'll see. I also am potentially planning for somebody to join me on a couple of shows, and, you know, have a little bit of a duo reaction happening there, so we'll see how that goes. I'll let you guys know when we get closer to it what shows we're gonna watch together, but it'll probably be later on this year that you'll start to see some duo reactions with one of my friends. So, all right, we'll go ahead and leave it there. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
whatever. All this ever but you long gone, it don't matter.